What up, what up? This Finance, Fitness, and Folk channel, we discuss finance, a little bit of fitness, talk about some folk. So on today's episode, I'm going to discuss why saving money can save your life. So admin notes, thanks again to all the subscribers that subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing the video out, give you leverage to better yourselves. So let's get into it. So why do I say that saving money can save your life? And this is mainly catered to men, but women definitely can take something from this, especially if you're a single mother trying to get by in this day and age, right? So first and foremost, I had this topic already in the archive to speak about pretty soon here, but I saw a video today in my algorithm, clicked on it, and it confirmed that I needed to speak about it today. It was from a YouTuber called Big Ward the Genius. Ward spelled W-A-R-D. Big Ward the Genius. So go ahead and look him up on YouTube, subscribe to him. He definitely got some jewels he drops every single day from what I can tell. And he's definitely very relatable. To me anyway, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about anybody else, but everything he be speaking about is pretty much straight facts. Like 98% of it, you know what I'm saying? There is a little 2% that I can, somewhat disagree on, but that's fine, you know what I'm saying? Because we're not all the same. And it's healthy to have some disagreements so we can talk about it, right? But what he was saying in the video was, if you don't have at least 10,000 saved up in the bank for a rainy day, you're broke. And that's straight facts, you know what I'm saying? He said 10,000 saved up for anybody that's under 40. If you're over 40 and you have a family, you should have at least 25 grand saved up for a rainy day. And that's a lot of things that can factor into that, as far as like you already have a house, you have multiple car notes, you have kids about to go to college, you know what I'm saying? So, there's so many situations and things that can, exacerbate that amount. But 25 grand is actually pretty good, you know what I'm saying? Now, you would, if you did any research, if you do any research in the future, or even if you've already done some research for like these moguls that are pretty wealthy, like Grant Cardone, Robert Kiyosaki, some of these folks, right? From what I can tell, you know what I'm saying, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. What I can tell is that a lot of times these folks say it's worthless to save money because what they say is that, you know what I'm saying, there's a slim chance you're gonna have a $10,000 emergency in your lifetime. Now, to a certain degree, I can somewhat agree with that, but with inflation and all these other things happening right now in 2024, I'm not sure, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to medical debt, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have medical insurance, I mean, one medical emergency can wipe you clean out if you don't have insurance, you know what I'm saying? And like I said before in a previous video, medical debt is one of the biggest debts that folks have, probably next to student loan debt, right? So, like I said, if you don't have medical insurance, you know what I'm saying, all it takes is just one issue and you're wiped out, you know what I'm saying? So, quite honestly, I would say have more than 10,000. See, these folks that are saying that you shouldn't have, you probably won't have a $10,000 emergency during your lifetime, you know what I'm saying? It's easy for them to say that because these folks are multimillionaires, some of them are billionaires, right? And then also, they have a very keen understanding of how money works, how banks work, how investments work, you know what I'm saying? So, even if they fall off and they lose most of their wealth, they have so much knowledge and they have so many connections that they're not going to stay down for too long. You know what I'm saying? These folks are in a position where they cannot lose outside of God breaking them down. You know what I'm saying? God can break anybody down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never going to say that somebody can't lose out on everything. You know what I'm saying? But in the grand scheme of things, when you look at like how much knowledge these guys have, how many connections, how many investments they have spread around, it's almost like they can't lose. You know what I'm saying? If they lose a lot of money, they can gain a lot of money back really quick, right? So it's very easy for these folks to say that you won't have a $10,000 emergency in your lifetime, because if you're poor, you best believe you might have one. You know what I'm saying? And if you got a family, you might have a $20,000 emergency. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So saving money is one of the big things that I would say that's critical to building wealth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, investments, because we're not going to work forever. I said in another video too. You know what I'm saying? We got to have investments that hold us down. But saving money and being able to pay yourself will give you the tool set that you need to keep money. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing Big Warren said too in another video that I saw, it's not really how much you make, it's how much you can keep. And that's facts. You know what I'm saying? If you if you're getting $10,000 a month and the very next day you down to 1,000, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's in your bank account, and within 24 hours it's all gone. That means you have overexerted yourself financially. You know what I'm saying? You have way too many obligations financially if you're making $10,000 a month. And I don't really care if you live in DC, in Chicago, one of these big cities that the cost of living is really high. You can still sustain yourself to a certain degree if you're by yourself, right? You know, you got a family that's a little bit different. Might need a little bit more than that, right? But if you're a single person and you're making 10 grand a month in DC, you shouldn't have too much. You should not have too much problems. You know what I'm saying? Provided that you're not living above your means, right? And that's another way that you can actually start to build wealth by saving money. Saving money keeps you from living above your means because you're in a position where you know you have to save money up, right? And it's just a thing that you really need to keep control of as far as, like, you know, how you handle money, because if you don't handle money right, it's gonna handle you. I'm gonna say that again. If you don't handle money right, it's gonna handle you. And there's a lot of folks out here right now that their money is handling them. You know what I'm saying? Their money is kicking their butt every single day, right? And it's a tool. It's a green piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? This stuff should not have this much a hold on you. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times with folks, it does. You know, and it comes from lack of knowledge. It comes from folks not telling these folks how money works when they're at an early age, and it sits in. And I'm telling you right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, the world as a whole wants to keep you guys ignorant when it comes to money, because if you knew about money, that means that it'd be less folks, it'd be less of them out there. What I mean is folks that are wealthy, you know what I'm saying? Because the extreme wealthy is like less than 1% of the population of the entire globe, right? So let's say that, you know, like more than half of the folks on the globe knew how this stuff works and they had connections. That means that their power is slowly dwindle. Then they'll have to try to make more money. You know what I'm saying? There's endless amount of money in the world. You know what I'm saying? Believe that. You know what I'm saying? Folks think that money can run out. It really can't. You know what I'm saying? And they proved that during the pandemic when they was printing money out of thin air. You know what I'm saying? Fiat money, right? And I might get into that in another video as well. But, you know what I'm saying? There's so much money out here, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, the wealthy wants to keep the money to themselves, and they want to keep you ignorant, and they don't want you to save money. I saw a post today from one of the NCOs that was one of my mentors when I was in the Army. You know, great NCO. I mean, he really held me down when I was in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? He was my first sergeant. If you're watching this video, you know who I'm talking about, right? So he had a post that he did today. What was the post? Lord have mercy. My memory is failing me now. Maybe I'll think about it in a little bit before this video goes off. God, dog, wish I knew what that post was. It was something real. It was something real inspirational too. If I get it, I'm gonna put it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? But it was something that was really big. And I thought about it. I was like, man, that was straight facts what he was saying in that post. I forget what it was, but I know it was something dealing with money. But all in all, you know, saving money can save your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of folks that's watching this video that's had emergencies, like your car breaks down. You know, you got a medical emergency. You got, you know, all these things happen, and you didn't have the money to, you know, to support your family or support yourself. You know what I'm saying? And as a man, that is very, very it destroys the ego. You know what I'm saying? Because we're built to be able to take care of our families. You know what I'm saying? That's our role on this earth, to take care of our families. And if we can't do that monetarily, it really gives us a blow to the ego, and you know, the person can set in all these other things, right? So saving money will give you a cushion so you can relax a little bit, and if things happen, you can say, okay, let me go and pull a little bit from here, and I'll be good to go. You know what I'm saying? Because not having savings is, to a certain degree, a little bit irresponsible on your part, especially if you have a family, right? So save money to save your life, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We need to be able to do that, because especially if you don't have good credit. I said it in another video too. You gotta have good credit. When you have good credit, that means what's your internal credit you would have for yourself? Savings. You know what I'm saying? If you can't pull a loan out, then you need to have savings. You need to have both, right? But you need to, at the very least, have savings. So build your savings up to 10 grand if you're under 40. Build up to 25 grand if you're over 40. And, you know, let's be in a position where we can be our own bank and take care of our families. All right? Like, comment, and subscribe. I endeavor to keep pushing you out. Give you leverage to better yourselves. Final Fitness and Folk. Triple F, I'm gone.